Hi guys, I'm back. And I'm going to try something a little different today. Playing with the resin again. I have to give credit to Anne Marie for this idea. She did a couple of glass panels with some beads and some resin, and I just thought they looked super cool, so I thought I would give it a try as well. I'm just going to use 4 colors. We're going to use iridescent medium to go over the beads here, the glass beads. I'm going to use a little bit of silver, a little bit of phthalo blue, and then a little bit of the metallic cobalt blue. All are Artist Loft colors. So I am going to mix up my resin. Whoops. Mix up my resin, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my resin mixed up, and now I'm going to mix it into my little cups of paint I have here. And I have tried to just do about 10% of paint to the amount of resin that I'm going to put in there. The phthalo blue I mixed with a little bit of that iridescent medium because I kind of want everything to be super shiny. And hopefully all these colors will be, I think all these colors are transparent. I forgot to look, but they're pretty close. Okay, that's all my resin there. And again, I'm using the Envirotex resin because, you know, it's a little more affordable than those lovely other beautiful resins that I can't afford. But you all know me, you know I'm kind of broke, so. But the Envirotex resin is really pretty. I mean, it really does give a beautiful finish, just like the other resins. It definitely doesn't have as long of a work time, obviously, than like the art resin or the master cast or the other one. But if you know you're trying to keep the bills low, the Envirotex stuff is really wonderful resin. I've got some tiles that I poured on and they're just pretty. The only caveat is that they do have a slight yellow tinge to them, which I thought would bother me, but I did this. I did it on one tile, and it actually made it look kind of almost antique-y looking, and I actually kind of liked it. So I'm just going to be happy with what I got. And just try and get these mixed in there quickly so that this won't get too thick before I need to pour it on everything. And I think I definitely have too much resin here, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. It's better to have a little bit too much than not enough, right? I'm not really loving the way these Artist Loft paints are mixing into my resin, however. At least this particular resin. I'm just kind of noticing, I don't know if you can see that. Oops, I don't want that on there yet. Just kind of noticing it looks kind of like there's some, almost where the pigment is not mixing in real well. Almost kind of a powdery splotch here and there. And that is not very pretty now that I've mixed it in. So I don't even know if I'm going to use that silver because it doesn't look very silver. It's not very pretty. And the iridescent medium hopefully is going to be thin enough to where when I pour it over these, it's going to still show the blue through. But I haven't poured this over anything yet, so keep our fingers crossed. I probably should have used less, just like a hint of this in there. Oh well. First time doing it. It's an experiment. We'll see. And I'm almost done. Usually I do like all my mixing off camera, but I just kind of wanted to show y'all that, you know. Okay, I think everything is mixed well enough. I'll set them off to the side so I don't dump them over. This phthalo is like, for some reason, the resin all of a sudden is like super thin, and so is the resin on the resin with the iridescent medium is really thick, but for some reason it's like turned soupy. I'm a little worried about that. I don't know. I did not add any water to these, don't worry. Alright, well, we'll just do it and see what happens. I have taped the underside of the glass so that hopefully I can pull the tape off in a little while, in a couple hours, and it will keep drips off the back of the glass. So let's just try this out. Oh, I don't think this is going to work very well. This iridescent medium is so thick. Well, let's just pour it over and see what we get. I haven't glued these little glass beads down. They are just setting there. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I want to get them completely covered in case, you know, the iridescent medium doesn't quite show the beads through. At least they'll all be uniform. I did not expect it to be this. Oh well. Oh well, right? Right. Maybe when we run the torch over, it'll kind of melt the iridescent resin off of these little jewels here. Now these were just little gems that I've been holding on to them for like, gosh, probably 10 years, something like that. Okay, that's all of that. Let's do a hint of blue around the outside, and I'll try and get this not to mix. I just have plans to run sort of like a little toothpick around it. Let's do some green. I'm hoping this is going to be all transparent and we can see through it once it's all done. Oops, I just touched one of the little beads there. And hopefully, you know, we'll just put it like in a window. Let's do some of this really ugly silver. And then maybe, oh, I don't know. I kind of want it to move out before I really do the last coating of it. Ooh, that's kind of interesting where it's kind of going around those. I didn't really mean for that to happen, but okay. Really not liking that silver at all in there. Whoa, and there goes my little beads. Let's move him back. Okay. Come on, buddy. I know those have definitely moved. Okay. Not cool. Not cool. Let's get some of this gray off of there. Or at least, you know, kind of shoved off. Stuff is starting to set, so I need to get that last little bit of blue on there that I want to get on there. And then we shall that is, well, who knows. just kind of play with it a little bit, get that green kind of come out into the blue. Kind of lost that silver all of a sudden. Where did the silver go? Kind of want some of that white to go. Well, it's not really white, it's iridescent medium, but it looks like white. And I really don't know what it's going to do once it's dry. Okay, let's run this through there. I have a feeling all these beads are way too far over to one side. Alright, I feel like now we need to kind of work some magic here. Maybe we'll put some more green around the outside. Even though this was supposed to be a predominantly blue. A predominantly blue work of art. That's okay. I kind of run that. This is a real sharp edge, so I have to be careful. I don't want to cut my finger or my gloves. But I just want to kind of run this along that edge there to kind of soften it up a little bit. And then I need to kind of turn this so I can see if these beads, because they look like they've all kind of come over this way. No, they don't want to move. Okay. I gotta kind of splay that out a little bit so it looks like that last coat of green belongs. There we go. That's better. Okay. Alright, so let's see. I really do need to probably heat that up a little bit so I can move my little gems back over a little bit, because they're definitely too far over this way. Yeah, I gotta get the air bubbles out. And we need to dump some little seed beads in there to sort of offset those chunky. Warm up the middle here a little bit so we can get some of those things to go back that way, hopefully. Hopefully I won't get it too hot. I don't want to crack my glass. I need some more gloves. Whoop. I'm just throwing gloves everywhere. Okay. Gotta put some more gloves on so I can pick that glass up and move it. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely needs to go this way. Come on, beads. Move over. Some of them are wanting to move, some of them not so much. Okay, now we've got a weird pattern going on there. let's get, a toothpick and move some of them over. That's what happens when you don't glue them down, but you know, I knew that they could easily move around on me, so not a big deal. Just kind of nudge them back in the right direction. Sort of. If I really knew what the right direction was for these. Sorry if I'm getting my head in there. I'm not trying to. Now when I hang this, it's going to be long ways, you know, tall. It's not going to be this short. I think that's probably about as good as that one's going to get for right now. Because I can't really tell how uneven it is. Let's take a look. This way. Okay, not too bad. But this needs to kind of come in. Kind of balance it a little bit. Got too fat over there. Okay. Hello, Bella.
Yes?
I'm filming.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm probably about done with the playing because my resin is probably not going to be too much more forgiving. I'm surprised it's actually lasted this long, so pretty cool. And I actually remembered, y'all will be proud of me, I actually remembered to turn off my ceiling fan. I'm really bad about that, so kind of proud of myself there. Oops. I don't want to drag it back across those, but kind of did there. There we go. Just trying to get it mostly balanced, you know, maybe a little skinnier over here because, you know, this is the top and this is the bottom. So try and bring out the, I don't really know what this iridescent medium is going to look like. It could be completely clear. I really don't remember. Okay, we're going to leave that like that. I'm going to get some little seed beads and drizzle in there for some added texture. Hopefully they won't go bouncing all over the place, because when I did this as a test run, they went everywhere. They were bouncing off. I don't want them sitting on top of the beads, so I have to keep an eye on them. And these are little beads that I have that I use for my jewelry, so I just used everything around the house that I could find for this new little experiment. Okay. Hopefully these will, let's heat that up again. Just to kind of get the resin warmed up so we can get them all stuck in there good. Let's see, you heat it up and they kind of start sinking. They're not, I don't want them, I just don't want them on top of the beads. That's all. Abby? What are you doing? Puppy dog. Huh? What are you doing, Abby? She's over there nosing around. I don't know what she's doing. I got some white ones I'm going to add too. I'm sure some of these will come off when I pick the glass up when the resin's all dry, but that's okay. Just gotta make sure I don't put any oops, I got out way over there. Be better if I could really see this. Like I'm alright, let's put some all the white ones in there. Not too many. I really don't want too many little white ones in there. I'll just sort of outshine the blue ones just for some more texture. Okay, so it's dry, and I think what we're going to do is take you outside so you can see it in the sunshine. Okay, I can't hold the whole thing up because, you know, my arms are not that long, but I wanted you guys to see it kind of in the with the light behind it, sort of, kind of. I'm not sure if that's even in focus. I don't think that it is, but you can kind of see, obviously you can see my fingers through there, so you can kind of see that, you know, the light comes through. And you can kind of see like where these like dark spots, that's where the paint didn't really mix into the resin real well. I don't know, the Artist Loft paint is not real cooperative, but even though most people would think that that is, you know, kind of a mess up, I kind of like it. It gives a little more interest to the piece. Few things I notice about this is you can see there in the center where some of the beads got stuck on top of the glass gems, and so next time I do this I would definitely be more careful of that. And I really don't like the little seed beads in there because you can see all the holes. I don't like that at all. So I probably won't use those again. We'll try something different with the next one. We're going to do some different colors with the next one because I bought 2 of these frames. So I want to do 2 different ones. Alright, well, let's take you back inside. Alright, so you saw it outside. There's way more green in it than I expected. The metallic cobalt blue is actually more of a greenish color. At least when you pair it next to the phthalo blue. It's a really super pretty color, so I'm not unhappy about that. And actually it's kind of nice to have the green and the blue instead of just different blues. So this is the frame that came with it. I actually kind of like the frame on this one, the black around it. It makes the white in the center really stand out. I don't know how well it would look in a window. I think it might be a little heavy. You know, the thick black frame might be a little heavy for like a window hanging. But like maybe like on the wall with a light shining behind it might look kind of cool like that. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about this one. So yeah, there's your pretty for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go out and try one of these. It was a fun project. And I want to thank all my subscribers, all my viewers, all the comments y'all leave me, all the emails you send me. I love the emails. And you guys have learned by now, those of you who have emailed me, that I suck at returning emails quickly. I really apologize for that. And I hate to use my kids as an excuse, but you know, the girls come first. They got lots of activities and homework and just snuggle time. So and I have had just a tremendous amount of migraines this summer. It's been the worst summer in a while. So hopefully the weather will change soon. It'll get cooler and I'll hopefully have a few less headaches. But no, that's not really a good excuse for not returning y'all's emails. So let me just say I'm sorry, and I'll really try to be better about that in the future. And really, I love and appreciate each and every one of you for supporting me and, just being my friends all over the world. All right, wherever you are on the planet, I hope you're having an awesome afternoon, day, evening, or night. See you later. Bye.